What's up guys, this is Devil's Talon here, and in today's video we're going to be going over how NRG BenjyFishy dominated en route to a first place performance in the most recent Cash Cup. But before I get into this VOD review guys, if you do enjoy my content or find what I'm telling you helpful, please drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright guys, as you can see on the screen we have Mr. BenjyFishy's POV. He is laying the authority for his first game, obviously a W keying game. So again, he's got a really good loot to start off with, and we're just going to see what he does throughout the tournament that allows him to end up winning this solo Cash Cup. Alright, so lands authority, got a charge, gets a nice easy white crack, boom, easy on this guy with no shield. Notice taking crash pads. Imagine if he hit him harder. That is free mock.
Oh my goodness.
Professional EU player.
So hard. I clipped him. I'm not being. Oh, if I would have killed him soon, I would have. Oh, I get shit on free mock, mate.
He really did get dominated, but that was all piece control. This fight's a little bit scuffed.
No.
He gets pushed by another person. He's got no mats, and then the beautiful tack hitting for 22. Now you're gonna watch. Get to 24, so he can't build. So what he ends up doing here, he gets a little more materials, extra materials. His angles here are so good. Look at this. Boom. That was so smart of him. Big thing in solos is pre-fight damage. And you're going to see why that's important. Boom, cracks. Piece control. This guy gets absolutely bullied. Let's just take a look what he does here. That is so good. Again, piece control is your best friend for finishing fights. This is a textbook fight how you want in solos. So you notice an opponent not paying attention. This is free damage, right? And so you get really excited when you're 200 health and you see that. Boom. You see that crack, and now just because he has the grappler, he can go push this fight, and he just reads his opponent. Wall, cones, immediately walls, and this guy is so lost, right? Boom, blocks him off. He has no choice but to basically just turn around and take the 50-50 with his back to Benji, and before you can even turn around, he's dead. So again, piece control, pre-fight damage, two big aspects of what BenjyFishy does so well. Notice how he's flying around the map. God, the tech hits like nothing. Oh, doesn't get the piece control there.
Oh, I can't be
Guy gets cracked. I think this is a different opponent. It is. But fortunately, he takes the time to heal, get his heals off. Apologize for sneezing, but that guy pretty much gets bullied. He shoots through with his scar. Takes it. That was such a really good angle, safe. Love this. Again, the grappler gives him automatic high ground so he can pressure real easy. Shotgun to go through. This cone is so good. Look at this. Piece control. 75, boom, 105. Really great job. That piece control ends that fight again. Something you can always talk about. Notice how he's just pushing everybody. Shotgun through to take it. Look at this cone. Boom. Nice little 26. It's a nice little cone slide, so the guy's now 50-50. Little square wheel reset. Guy takes the wall back. Benji takes it right back. Nice little 2 ping. Boom. Ooh. It's very, very, very nice. Benji's making the attack look really, really good. And this is a good sign that you have a really bad player or someone that's weak. Boxing up on wood like this, and Benji just
I love being warming up playing first game, man. It's so fun.
apologize, guys. There was an ad, but again, that guy was boxing up on wood towards the end zone, and so Benji knew to push him. Boom, cone slide. Look at the angle right here. Boom. Just want to talk about this angle right here. Again, it's just using the right hand peek. It's so underrated, but it makes this fight so safe, especially fighting a charge. You know, sometimes, especially if you aren't fortunate with your attack damage, because personally I find them extremely inconsistent, but Benji's been showing how to make it look good. And so he gets to this side of the wall, he gets it, and then crack, ducks behind, crack, ducks behind, crack, ducks behind, and the guy has nothing he could do because he's cone slid, and Benji's on this right hand peak while he's trying to take spray shots and nothing. It's not the best player, but again, it's just a good angle that's nice and safe. This guy is getting focused by the whole lobby. Good read by Benji right here. It says real face member dead. Good cone slide.
How lucky can you get, man?
Notice how he doesn't take that 50-50?
Oh my god, he's gone. Wait, what?
I love this decision right here. To kind of just back away, get his heels off. That's what this glider is so good. And what I really don't like about the caddy launcher. I like this because you can kind of control where you're going a lot better. And it's just my personal opinion. Doesn't get the piece control. But catches a guy running out, boom, he just... He said I was just nervous, I guess. Ooh. The guy he's fighting is a really good player, to be honest. He nearly catches him off guard right there. Gets 136, but he's actually winning this fight. Oh, this click set, it's so good. That guy was not a bad player at all. That's probably the best player Benji's fought this entire time. But we're just gonna go over what he did right here in this sequence. It was really good. It was so good, actually. So he opened up first. I don't know if he meant to have a shotgun or didn't have to have. I don't know if he meant to not have a shotgun out, but he gets cracked a little bit more than his opponent. But look at this little sequence right here. He sprays through, does the click at it, and look at this angle he has. He's completely protected. Now this opponent is at this wall, so he puts a ramp, but unfortunately is not going to be able to go up or go anywhere. And so now Benji puts the code, cracks him, and ducks behind. And so he knows he's going to have... Notice how he ducks. Boom. Notice how he ducks to the left. The guy misses his shot. And that's what you have to do with good players, is play your angles and play safe. And that's exactly what Benji did there. Because, again, the other guy has a charged shotgun. I mean, if it's blue and he full cracks him, it's over, you know. But great job from Benji right there. Playing the angles. It's just really impressive what he can do. Oh, wrong thing. Get some pre-fight damage, and then again, someone building on wood. Nice block off. And I love the decision. Again, you hear those nades. You hear those nades. If you have this thing, just get out of there. It's just not worth taking any chance to get hit by those things, because those can really grief your game. The guy he's fighting is obviously not the best. Looking lost. Boom. Apologize, guys, there was an ad. But again, he notices that his opponent's going to edit out, so he sits there, hold his crossbow placement right on him, and cracks him. Now this I don't like. I never like taking 50-50s in bushes. He absolutely dominates that kid with just good piece control, cone sliding, but again, something I would never recommend. Because your opponent can see you, and you can't really see them. The backward stare right there was so good to protect his back. Now that's a clinic in piece control. And the cone slides, again, no mongrel classics in Benji's games. It's all cone slides. Cone slides always end fights a lot faster, in my opinion, than mongrel classics. He gets fried.
This guy's, I want to kill this orchid. He has fucking thingy loot. He has fertility.
So he goes back, heals up, smart, right? Look at this angle again, boom. He's a nice little beam on this guy. Notice he's going to chop him down and just fall with him. And that's just an awkward fight for that guy, and that's what happens.
Not very good.
He says he's not very good. He isn't lying. So again, now look, he's in the top 10, but not a lot of players. Oh my goodness, the guy falls on his head. Now, let me talk about something. Okay, he's at 20 kills, okay? So he's max capped. And I think this may be muscle memory from previous tournaments, but he goes and still continues to go for kills when he has literally no need to. It doesn't matter if he kills the rest of this lobby, he's capped at 20 points. So it's kind of risking whatever points you can get. Kind of W keying this situation instead of just playing it slow. I love that cone right there to place in case the guy lands and places tries to place a ramp.
What did he get? What did he get? We got nothing. Okay, we're fine. We got nothing. Oh, wait. No, he got the shotgun. Getting W kill, I guess, because I want a shotgun. Ooh. Oh, like this guy. I'm gonna full grief him. Where is he?
I wouldn't recommend doing this as well again.
No,
Kind of playing on your emotions, just trying to full grief somebody, especially in a late game when you're popping off.
Hello?
And so you're already at your max point. You might as well play safe, save your materials. Like, look, he goes out of 5th zone. This is just something I wouldn't recommend doing. And look at this, boom. Shoot through with the AR. And then uses the... I love the decision to go back there because that opponent has full piece control. And then he's going to cone slide. And cracks him.
Shit on. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get, man. Don't steal my shotgun.
So toxic. So he has the mythic launcher, but he's still pushing opponents. So he does end up playing ahead here, getting some cracks. He just dunks on that kid. And now he's the most ahead. He can go play up in the air. Now, I don't like the decision to go back. Sorry, guys, there was an ad. Again, I don't like the decision to go back and take the 50-50. I know he has the mythic launcher, but again, there's no point.
I'm in a tree, bro.
See...
How did you hit me?
Imagine if he loses this game just because of that, and it would have literally been for nothing. Like, the points are worth. Boom, cracks the kid for $140 or $154.
That's annoying.
See, 50-50 in the box.
No!
And that was, he was just taking away his top 5 placement. I personally don't like the decision, and I think it's just muscle memory, honestly. I just think you wanted to maximize your placement, to play very, very safe. Him yeeting over and then getting cracked. Imagine if the other guy just makes a play on him and he loses that game because of it. It wouldn't be maximizing his ability, especially, that would be definitely throwing with the launcher, and all for literally getting no points on the kill. So there's really no point if you're in that, again, hitting that 20 kill limit. Again, once you hit that 20 kill limit, you should just be taking placement, because every kill is irrelevant to you, right? So a good start to game 1, and he lands risky reels, by the way. You're gonna see that a lot of WQs in there, unknown lands there. It's just because it's center map, you don't have to worry about rotations. You can get kills. Nice ability to get high ground. It's unfortunate. He was holding on to an edit he didn't want to. He gets the mini. Oh, that's so good. Get cone slide, then he sees his opponent coming. Boom, catches his opponent that he was fighting from before. I love going into a new box. Again, having more space is good. Cone him. Ooh. Turns that fight immediately. You gotta trust your aim. Gets pushed with crash pads. Oh.
Like pistol's hard broken, man. I'm not pistol. Crash pads, I can't believe it.
Ooh. Love decision to back off here. Again, dropping the shotgun to reload. And notice how, again, as compared to last game, 2 kills as opposed to 20. Again, this is kind of what you have to do. And he decides to just box up there. Again, I like the disengage. Again, placement was so much more valuable.
So dumb with this game, man.
Luckily finds a crash pad, but again, he's kind of shambles on mats because of that fight. He gets in. This is so fortunate.
Go, man.
I wonder if that was really a wave player, but it was unfortunate he didn't block off any of his tunnels, so Benji could sneak in. He gets a huge refresh in health. Oh, I got lucky for a lunch pad. Notice where he goes. We saw it in the Mr. Savage VOD reviews. But look where he goes again. Immediate on dead side. And here's dead side because here's, like, the only thing he has to worry about is behind him and what's on would be his right. Because the storm is here, so no one's going to be able to shoot him from there, right? So playing this edge again. And it's so good. And he just did, all he'd have to worry about is, again. Apologize, guys, there was an ad. So he could serve tarp this way. Boom. He gets in. Now he's probably going to need a refresh pretty soon. But again, he's just trying to maximize his placement. Nice. It goes right back. So he should be thinking, okay, I have this tarp from before. And I could just sit here in this tarp that I made. He's baiting this guy. But he finds this beautiful old tarp again. He wanted to maybe take that for a refresh, but because he was low on materials, but he had all of this extra stuff down below, congestion, that he could have gone through and gotten ahead, and then maybe sat back and looked for a kill. But again, going to dead side where he only has to worry about, he has no builds. He really, oh, that's unfortunate. He couldn't get that. He had no mats. Again, probably could have just gotten a little bit ahead in that tarp and maybe looked back for a kill, maybe or a refresh or something. But a good job. Again, he ran out of mats, but he was on ulti low and it was pretty congested. Just unfortunate because those top two were going to be really huge for top 5. But oh no, he killed himself with a grenade. 50-50 for the chest. You love it. So again, you're going to see some off-spawn fighting at Risky. Doesn't...
Why is there a kid there, man?
I love a decision to disengage.
Oh,
He gets fried.
don't like this game, man. This guy's like the fucking infamy, maybe.
And so, I love that disengage. Crash pads can sometimes be good for it. They're a little bit risky. But, so what was Shambles is now really, really good. As you can see, he's got a scar, a purple charge, a ton of mats, a launch pad. He got sniped in the middle of that. That's unfortunate in the middle of that push. So he gets to use some heals. Crash pad ends the fight. Boom. This guy gets fried as you can hear his shield crack. Sometimes the crash pads are just a little bit, they don't do what you want them to do. So you got to remember he has the mythic chug down below, so he's probably going to go back and try and get it. Sorry guys, there was an ad. So the guy took the mythic chug.
I can't tell we're popping it. Do not hear if I can think.
So unfortunately his opponent takes the mythic chug and gets it. Oh, this is a very scuffed fight. 120.
He just shot me without looking at me. Do you guys see that? Bro, you are bad. What are you doing?
Guy getting super uber aggressive.
Oi, 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 oi.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck is he doing, man? What the fuck was that? Oh, my attack did no damage. Oh, I'm taking fast, I don't care. My attack's doing 0 damage.
Again, I prefer the charge as for well. Maybe Benji saw the light finally. And so now look at...
I've dropped the chug jug and I can't pick it back up anymore.
This is a common problem with Ocean's Chug Jug.
I can't pick it up.
It's just... It is... It doesn't let you pick it up some of the time. It's one of the bugs in the game.
Let me pick it up. No, I've lost it. I can't pick up... What do you mean backpack is full? Let me pick you up.
Just be aware sometimes if...
So hard, I can't pick it up.
Stop scroll wheeling so hard. And so he goes down and tries to pick it, and it does this. It's happened to me in game before. I know it's happened to many other pros. Look how congested this is. Boom, this guy gets a crack. The guy almost.
Oh well, let's see if we can pop the chug jug. Yes, let's go. It worked.
So the chug jug ended up working. Is a max distance rotate, so no question about it. He's going to pad all the way there.
Believe me, you just got fucking shit on.
He gets a nice little free pickup with the clicks at it right there.
And he thinks me. Right, yeah, I love this game. Hey, fucking take it.
He's got another, looks like max distance, so I'm assuming he's going to pad, absolutely. So he decides to land on high ground. I think it's because he notices where the kid is that he cracked. And boom, he crash pads in, gets in, and gets a decent refresh. But then he gets what was really worth it, which is the Mythic Grappler, because this thing is a placement animal. Not dropping the crash patch for it because it's infinite mobility. Notice how he goes to dead side. He could have stayed a little bit more to the left, but he decided to prioritize elevation. What this allows him now to do is if zone pulls far, he can go early, or if he gets zone, he can sit back and look for picks. And so it goes farm, and so exactly what he does is he goes ahead and gets early. Boom, easy. He's also got floppers. And so now that he's ahead, he can sit back and wait and look for picks. Sorry guys, there was another ad. This is a little bit awkward layer, but look how many mats he has. He has almost 500. He kills the kid that goes back in storm, and he gets that kid as well. And then he gets that kid, boom, getting ahead, gets him 3 easy picks. Now he goes back and gets all this materials, all of this loot. Because he has all these floppers, he can just grapple up whenever. And zone goes back. So boom, he's literally chilling with the amount of mats he has. Things are a little bit awkward on ulti low. But now he can get up, get ahead, boom. Decides not to eat the flopper, I like it. Not really worth it for 20. Notice this, boom. He sees his opponent built, cracks, boom. An easy high ground retake. Notice how he switched to the glider right there, or the grappler right there. It makes sense because if he's about to get yeeted, he's going to want to have the grappler. He gets absolutely fried out of the air, which sometimes can happen. Wow. He had kits, so that's unfortunate. But again, him getting fried out of there, unfortunately, again, it's really, really good for placement. But if Mythic Launcher is still in play, it's not as good end game as you can see. But really good job from Benji, again, maximizing his placement. He could have maybe not gone down for that kill, but that's what ended up happening. It is what it is. Pistols are kind of strong. He absolutely dinks that man up. The guy did get him to HAP. 8 HP.
No, I pistoled him. I need a green tack. More HP than me.
Now look at this. Yep.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my
Look how stacked this guy was. Purple tack, compact,
There's no way. There's
and
no way.
chuggies.
Got shit on, mate. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So now Benji's literally chilling.
Oh, I think that's my airdrop, boys. I think that's mine.
Look at.
That's my airdrop. I'm not betting.
Because that's my airdrop.
My base. That's mine. Hello?
He gets absolutely fried going for the airdrop. Again, swimming is dangerous. Decides to W key because he wants to drop. Now this is scary. His opponent pretty much has most of that piece control, so I like the decision to go up and out. Oh man. He pretty much got the drop. Taking the gold tack over the gold charge. Uh-oh.
Fucking shit on!
Just really good understanding. He gets fried right there, but just doing a really good understanding of being in the box, where to go.
I think charge shot is only good if you have an SMG.
He says the charge is only really good if you have an SMG. I kind of agree. It's kind of like pump sub.
That's the only time. Wait, I can't talk.
I really like these gold tacks late.
When you have a SCAR or an SMG.
He says a SCAR or SMG. I
This shit, I think.
could pretty much agree with that. It's a nice little 74 crack. Boom. And rotates. He's got tons of mobility game, so you... Notice how he goes to dead side where no one is. There's one player. He cracks him. Nice little rotate technique with the crash pad. Places the ramp above his head so he doesn't get edited down upon. Now, Benji's got to be thinking huge game here with the amount of mobility he has. Decides to launch pad. Interesting. Feel like he could have maybe crash padded. He got sniped. Again, with all of this, with his health, shield, materials, mobility, I don't like him looking back at someone that's already established. He was in middle, so that guy was already in. See, again, right there, I really like the decision not to do anything. Boom, and he decides to get pretty decently ahead. He's got the mats to do it. Decides to drop down. Crash pads, boom. Gets a nice little refresh on Chapix. Love the decision right there. Take the chili. Again, and boom. He's literally so stacked. He has 3 crash pads. Chili's getting him so far ahead so quickly. I like the decision go up because it's kind of awkward because he's going up elevation. Little conserve tarp.
Oi, what the fuck is fucking me? I'm not paying.
So now he's in a top 10. Should be thinking even more placement due to his crash pads. But we're looking max. Boom. Excellent. Oh my goodness. Just dominated of someone not paying attention. He gets mythic launcher. And again, he just used his mobility perfectly. No need for mobility, right? When you have the second best mobility in the game. He gets ahead. Now it's time to start pressuring and crash padding. He shoots it on the wall, and he's hoping that he can shoot out the wall and it drop inside his box. He eats him. Gets a couple tags, and that's a free kill.
No.
Oh, nope. His opponent got it, actually. But now he's a 1v1 on high ground with Mythic. There's probably about a 2% chance of him losing this. A little bit aggressive to just kind of dive in there. The guy's got mythic launcher, and so he's just gonna, of course, yeet up. And catches him right as he goes.
So good, man. I'm so good at this game. It's insane.
It's really good. Again, he just maximized all his movement, and that's why I was thinking that was gonna be a big game. Pushing an authority kid. Again, crash pad's so good. Again, for pushing fights, they're so versatile. You need to be taking them. Goes into his box. Unfortunate that it doesn't work out. Then Boom. Really good job.
I'm so good.
Really good job catching his opponent and then just get him down. He cracks his opponent, so he's like, oh, I'm gonna key.
Holy fuck.
He sees all that loot. And that guy gets sniped going for it. And he's getting pressure from both sides. Craps him. Pretty much just...
Really, bro? That just kind of saved my game. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Wow. So kind of you, bro. It's so kind that you just pre-edited your floor and you couldn't do anything.
I pre-edited his floor.
Oh, like, I swear, Org is so broken, it's unreal. You think I'm trolling? I'm not. Org is
So we made kind of this tarp over here. And I really like it because you can go back and get these heals. And look.
Like, Epic, why are you feeding me kills?
He goes, Epic, why are you feeding me kills?
I don't need them. Like, I appreciate it, but fuck, man. It's too obvious. If I get a kill on this rotation, I'll be so angry, man. Please, don't give me a kill on this rotation.
Makes a good launch pad plays, you could tell. Boom, now he's on high ground. You can just spray at the whole lobby. Oh, Fry's one to one tap.
Yeah, I love hit someone with 70 white. Not getting the kill, I love it, I love it. When I need a kill, for HP, I love it.
He's on ultimate high again. He should probably saying, okay, I could maximize my placements. Boom, crash pad gets him more ahead. And he can sit up here and shoot all these flying people.
Oh, bro, my hands, what the fuck?
He's using these crash pads beautifully to save a lot of materials. Fries another kid.
Like, can I get a kill? Oh my god.
Then he gets fried from behind because unfortunately guy pushed up and this guy flies into his box. This is so awkward. Then he gets caught up top and now he's lost the high ground. It's really unfortunate. Didn't realize he had mats and then he's stuck on ulti low and he's just fried. Again, unfortunate, didn't understand that he was low on mats, and that happens again. It's just awareness, and then it happens to even the best of us. As you can see, Benji, you know, just one time forgetting his materials, he gets ahead, and unfortunately didn't realize that. So, and him getting retaken right there and fried in the back, it just kind of turned from a really good game to a kind of shambles situation, unfortunately. But again, top 15, you'll definitely take it. Because I'm panicking, I'm panicking.
Are you good, bro? Yeah, right, cool. Yes, you're so bad, man. Can't believe you just lost that. What the fuck?
Just can't believe you just lost that. He just harpoons him right there. Good Kovacs. Oh, he gets correct. Jumping down with a charge can be dangerous if your opponent also has a charge. Now this decision I find a little bit strange. I don't think in hindsight it was the right decision. So he sits here by the campfire. He's still good for a little bit of health, but he doesn't have the mats. Guy gets good piece control on him, and it's going to be pretty much a GG's. But that jump down really cost him. So for 21.
Oh, you hit me too hard, man. I missed.
It's okay, it happens. Okay, we're going right on the next one to a nice little W key fest off spawn. Again, this spot is always going to be contested pretty much. That's
I
pretty.
don't believe it. How are you?
I don't know why you would.
Go a normal loot path because marauders are in the way. Like, can't be arsed.
80 cracked, and then attack hitting for nothing.
No. Boys, do they send me through walls? Please, if they do, I'm quitting game.
I really hope the Marauders don't kill him here. Luckily, he's able to get this kid off, but he only has one build.
Oh, chill.
He gets out of the situation. Probably opponent decides to
I'm down,
disengage.
I'm down. I'm very down.
Does a ton of damage.
Bro, you like that? Are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying the stinks?
He might kill this man with snakes.
He no-scoped me.
This guy has to be super low with how much he's tagged him up with stinks. Boom. Yep, he is. Boom. Easy kill. Guy was just unfortunate he had to deal with that. 6 stinks, really strong. Oh, peace control is so good.
Believe, man.
Peace control,
Hard shit on.
he really did dominate that kid. Now he's chilling up top. Frenzy decides to go for this fight because he maybe heard a crack. Now that's when it gets a little bit strange. Oh god, this is scary. Love that.
Grenade. Let's go. I'm. Ooh.
Nice little 27 crack right there. Drops the compact for the movement, which again, movement really is strong in these gas trips. When you have a scar. Yep, he's got a W key after that crack. Crash pads into the box, cracks. Guy gets out. Boom, gets him. GG's.
Still no movement.
He is.
Why does he have to use his pad, man? I'm getting hard unlucky, I think.
So complaining that he isn't finding any movement off his kills. And then he emotes. Sorry guys, there was an ad by the way.
Please. No fucking movement. Again. How do I get this unlucky? Someone tell. And my kill got stolen. Oh, and I get sting. Oh my god, I'm getting very fucking angry.
Because I'm getting very fucking angry.
How does this happen? How do you have two starfish, 4 poppers, but 0 movement? You want a fucking box, right? Come on then. Oh, I'm getting stinked. No, boys, I'm fucking quitting. Get shit on! Yes! Oh my god, I've got movement!
He's so excited to get movements. That guy was just went too far into a tarp.
Let's go!
He went way too far into a tarp. And now he's got the grappler as well as 3 launch pads. Then boom, he's literally chilling. So again, this is another game you got to be thinking. You got to be thinking, boom, domination. I'm gonna I'm gonna place really high. I have all this movement. Immediately pads. Goes for elevation, gets in. Got time to pop a big. He's got one more pad and Mythic Grappler. A decent amount of mats. He finds himself on high ground, no one holding it.
No.
It's a huge fry. Just fries this kid. And now can kind of just play slightly ahead. Look down for tags. Finds a nice little crash pad he can recycle. And he just fries that opponent. And again, Mythic Grappler's so good. He can get up there, get the refresh, and oh look.
I didn't pick up the shotgun, I'm an idiot.
He says I didn't pick the shotgun up. I'm an idiot. Due to his refresh, he's now got more mats, and now he's on high ground with a mythic weapon. So, you're thinking this is an automatic GG's. He can just play out ahead, look for kids low ground. Shooting it all over the map to see if he can yeet anybody out. And now he's in a really, really good spot. He's got mats. He's got heals. It's pretty much a perfect end game setup. Notice how he's just pressuring anyone below him, especially since he's in wood. A little bit risky to drop down there, to be honest, when he doesn't need to. Doesn't end up going for that loot, because again, he doesn't really need it. But now we're in 9th, and look how healthy he is. Boom, this guy gets cracked. See, I like the decision, again, to just kind of go up, not dive down in that congested mess. I don't see this guy below having any opportunity to win with Benji's amount of heals, Benji's mobility, and him having the mythic launcher. This guy's probably shambles. I'm surprised he's not building out a metal here. This is the only thing I would say. He fries him, and that's all he needs to do.
Let's go, baby!
You knew that was going to happen. Look at this. Good awareness by Benji right there, realizing that this guy's feet weren't covered. And he drops right in his box. Boom. Jeez. GG's.
I'm gonna get back on my phone now. Well, that's some pretty good loot, bro. And guys, guess what? He had no movement. None. 0.
Gets to swim to zone. Very fortunate. So again, a good 5th.
Right, let's hope somebody launch pads, guys.
He's gonna need a movement. There's no way he's getting through 40.
Has a launch pad. No. No, I can't hit it. Oh my god, that was almost the biggest trick of my life.
Decision to go up while he's getting sprayed. He's going to try and recycle this tarp. This is really going to be unfortunate just because he has no movement. Finds some crash pads. It's actually going to be really good for him. Catches up on a really good, pretty good layer away from the congestion down below. I love decision to shoot out the crash pad in case anybody wants to use it. He gets in here. He's decent. He's decent right now. This is, for him having no mats, this is pretty good. He ends up getting a kill on that guy. Notice how he's getting more and more on dead side. And he's turned this, what should have been a really bad game, into a really nice game. Boom, cracks. Nice. Gets him a guy not paying attention. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, he took my wall, man.
Nothing you could really do about that. That was a really good job of turning that game with no movement, with 40 plus in that zone. Turning that into a top 20 situation and getting an extra kill. So really good job from Benji there. And so again, we're going to look. We have 127 points. We have 9 matches, 3 victory royales, averaging 6 kills per game, a top 25 placement on average, and 14 points a game. So NRG BenjyFishy with a dominant performance. And what I'm watching again is, to be honest, how important movement is, how important it is. How important knowing your rotations are. He didn't do anything that was super spectacular or that really stuck out to me, and that doesn't surprise me. BenjyFishy, I think what makes him so good is that there's nothing that just like that he's just like, wow, this is Benji's game. No. He does everything well. The box fighting, the mechanics, the rotations, the understanding, the fighting off spawn, you know, the accuracy. He's the 5 tool. Everything is plus. And that's why he's so consistent and the best. It's just, he understands the game well. He knows when to go for kills. He knows how to get kills. He knows how to end fights fast. He knows rotations. He knows everything. He does everything so much better than average that it makes him so well-rounded, and that's what allows him to dominate pretty much consistently in all these cash cups, all these platform cash cups, DreamHack, whatever it is. And even if he's not on his own server, he's just the epitome of consistency, and it's because he's got pretty much everything in the bag. Well guys, that is going to do it for the VOD review. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.